gonna do the dang thing. Yeah, we're gonna get it on and pop it. So have those pieces around. 5 blocks of work. We'll go through a little warm up and then we'll get right into the blocks. So it'll be cardio, strength, core, back to strength, and finishing with cardio. And Lindsay's here. Lindsay, inside the chat is all the things you need. So today I'm using a hand towel and a set of ankle weights and a yoga mat. If you don't have those pieces, all of this can be done body weight. And we're gonna find our space. We're gonna take up a little room here. Bring your feet nice and wide apart, soften the knees, shake out the shoulders and the elbows, maybe bring out the wrists and the fingers, wiggle the toes and the shoes. Let's take the shoulders up and drop them back into the socket. Take the shoulders up and drop them down. So if it feels like you're trying to tense up, that's what we're trying to alleviate here. So pull them up and then drop them into. I'm just gonna show this to you backwards. Sorry, Elaine. I caught it just a hair late. Lift up and drop down. So from the back, lift up and drop down. One more time, because I know we kind of got a weird start. So Lindsay and Elaine, welcome inside the chat. Everything you need. I'm using ankle weights and a hand towel, something along this line. Could you use a larger towel? Sure, you could, or you could use a TheraBand. Whatever is clever. Let's make sure that got in the chat for you guys. That one looked blank. That's why I was like, hold on a second. Let me make sure that got in. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's just restart because I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Pin my video if for some reason you're seeing like Lindsay, pin me so you can see me. And then bring your feet nice and wide apart. We're going to take a deep breath in together. Happy Monday. Look up, reach up, and open out. Good. We're going to make our way to our playlist and hit play as a team here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play now. And we're going to walk back to our space to get warm. Yeah. And if you're in Southern California, I know it's already warm, but we're still going to warm up. All right, so feet nice and wide apart. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to start with a reach. So it's reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull. If it's not that fast, it's okay. Sometimes I just catch the rhythm of the beat of the music. So if that's too fast, you do you. Reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull. I want you to engage through the middle of the back, not up here, right? That's why we do those shoulder shrugs at the top. Yeah, keep going with that. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach it up, across, down, and down. Again, reach, reach, to the floor, up and across, reach, and reach. 2 more, up, twist your torso. Last one. Then I want you to bring it into a little shuffle side, shuffle side, shuffle side. So I'm just kind of moving my body from right to left in my space. Let any cobwebs out that you need to. And we're going to start to add our arms. Good. Up and over. There's a lot of arms today. Yes, we're doing push-ups today. We've got some high intensity cardio today. So all the fun things. Yeah? All right, team. Our warm-up is halfway over. Last one to the right, last one to the left, and then step yourself back. We go into a front lunge, right and left. Take a large enough step forward so that your foot lands wide and the knee does not jut in front of the toes. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks. If you're not jumping, of course, it's going to be that modified jumping jack. All right. Yes, looking good. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Walk it out into a plank position. From plank, take the right foot forward, right arm opens out, bring out that right wrist. Come on over to the other side, left foot forward, left arm opens out, bring out the left wrist. One more time per side. Over to the right, open up on the right, and over to the left, bring out the left. Good. Step it forward, hands at the hips, rise into a hinge position. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Inhale over, exhale, elbows to our sides for 8. This is what I look like facing the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise and roll those shoulders back. Last few seconds here. Just get into some boxer shuffling. Abs drawing tight. Elbow, 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 elbow. Just get that elbow up and across. Like you're trying to get the elbow right in alignment with your chin. Nice. 3, 2, that's the warm up. So we're going to move into our first section, which is cardio. All you need for the cardio section is your body. You don't even need, well, you may want your mat. I'm not going to use my mat because I feel like it's just going to be in my way. First thing we've got going on, 1 jack, 1 front lunge, 45 seconds, 4 movements, 2 times through. Timer starts in 2 and 1. Let's go. 1 jack, 1 front, 1 jack, 1 front lunge. She misread it. So if you're not jumping, instead of 1 jack, you'll give me 2 half jacks, 2 front lunges. That's going to be your low impact version of what we're prescribed, which is 1 jack, 1 front lunge, 1 jack, 1 front lunge. So whatever fits your body today, that's what you're up to, okay? Now next up, we have an inchworm. Walk it out, push up, walk it back. Okay, so this is where you may want a mat. I'm not going to use a mat because I feel like it's just going to get in my way. Hinge at the waist, walk it out. 1 push up, walk it back, rise. Hinge at the waist, 1 push up, walk it back, and reach. Showing this to you from the side, I think it's helpful. Hinge, walk it out. 1 push up. The closer my feet, the harder this is. Reach up. Good. What I love about these, you don't have to do a lot to feel a lot. This is 8 seconds. You're going to meet me in a push-up position in 4, 3, 2, push-up position. Right foot forward, right elbow reaches, jump switch, left elbow reaches, jump switch, right, jump switch, left. If you're not jumping, you're just going to step switch, but the elbow drives up and towards the sky, okay? I can always lower down to the knees, step a foot forward, drive that elbow, and lower down and drive the other elbow. You can hear me breathing because it's taxing. Jump switching is going to be harder. Off the knees will be harder. Keep going. You've got 3, 2, 1. Okay, stand it back up. You're going to give me a shuffle, chamber knee. Shuffle, chamber knee. I'm going to shuffle to the side, same knee. So if I'm going to my left knee comes up. So if you're like me and you don't have a ton of space, it's still workable. It might feel a little clunky, but at least we're moving. Bring that knee up into the heart. I am working a little bit of my abdominals and of course, besides my body in conjunction with my heart. After all, this is the cardio section. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. So to make this harder, if you want to, you could put your ankle weights on. I'm going to keep mine off because you got to gauge how much stuff you got going on. For me, because this isn't the only thing on my plate today. I'm gonna do something that's attainable for my body. Starting at the top, one jack, one front lunge. Timer starts now. Let's go. One jack, one lunge, jack. Can you land lighter in your feet? And why might I say that? The more we land heavily into our body, the more shock absorbency happens through the bones and the joints. So thinking about kind of springing off the feet and keeping the knees pretty soft here. Yes. Last time you're doing this. Next up, inchworm push-up in 2 and 1. Back it up. Feet maybe are together. Hinge, reach for the ground. 1 push, walk it back. Rise and reach for the roof. Walk it forward. Hands underneath the shoulders. 1 push up. Walk it back. Squeeze your seat. And you can see this in the side mirror here. I'm tucking my tailbone. My ribs are drawing in as I stand myself up. Looking good. Listen, we've got about 10 more seconds. Push-ups in the cardio section today, but that is it. You're there in 4. Meet me on the mat, 3, 2. Okay. Left foot forward, left elbow, jump switch, right elbow, jump switch. Look towards the sky on the twisting sensation. Take a big enough step lunge that your foot ends up outside the hand. That's going to give you the ability to find the twist of the torso. Nice. This looks good, you guys. Finish it out. It's the last time you're doing it. You're over the halfway marker. Could I step switch? Yes. Showing that lower impact version to you here. I'm just stepping my feet. I still feel the cardio work because, of course, floor facing work after doing that inchworm push-up nonsense. It's just hard. It's the exercise order that makes the difference. That's 3, 2, stand it up, step to a side, shuffle, chamber, shuffle, chamber, shuffle, chamber. Maybe you pick up your pace. You could bring that knee up and across, up and across. Take it across your space, pull it into that sideways. Listen, we only have 10 more seconds to go, full minute to rest. We'll talk about the strength section where we're gonna need our hand towel and our ankle weights. 3, 2, done. Sip of water. Okay. Next up. You'll need a towel. If you want to use dumbbells, you could, I would go light. So say, for example, like, I don't want to use a towel, I want to use dumbbells. I would use 3s, personally. So this first exercise, you're in recovery, I'm just going to show this to you. My feet are about shoulder width apart, my knees are soft, my hips are back. I'm going to pull right in front of my chest and right behind my head, alternating in the hinge. I'm pulling the towel apart, so it's not loose. It's really tight. That's really important. Say you don't have a towel, maybe you're using like a string or a rope. That's fine too. Anything you can pull apart that's about the length of a hand towel, okay? We're going in about 8 seconds, so let's find our spacing. Feet wide, hips back. Timer start. I'm going to show this at an angle. Right here. Here we go. Pull it to the heart, pull it behind the back. Can you go slower and maintain the neck neutrality? So for me, my focal point's right here. I'm not looking here, and I'm certainly not looking at you. I'm keeping it so that my neck is in alignment with the rest of my spine. I'm working in the shoulder mobility here, trying to get that elbow joint to drive into my rib cage. So maybe you won't go as far as me. Maybe you're going to go farther than me. Maybe you don't feel much. I'd say slow it down. Time under tension matters. This is 4, 3, 2, put your ankle weights on. Why didn't I tell you to do that earlier? Because I forgot. She's not perfect. Never claimed it, but also just noting it. So we're going to start that timer over again for 45. Once you've got your ankle weights on, grab your towel, goes in front of your chest. Good. Take the right knee, lift it, extend and release. Lift, extend and release. Lift, extend and release. Just the right leg. Lift, extend and release. My towel is right in front of my heart. Lift, extend, release. How can I make this harder? I lift from here, I pulse, and I release. Your call. Right now, because it's the first round, I'm just lifting it up, extending and feeling that quadricep fire off. Good. 3, 2, switch your legs. Balancing now on the right, lift, kick the left heel, return to the floor. Maybe I just hover that foot. Lift, extend, and release. So this time around, the towel's gonna stay static. Next time, we're gonna add in a little jazz with the upper body, okay? But for now, good work, strong work in the legs. Lift, extend, and release. Almost there. You got 15 more seconds to go. Woo, hello, hello, hello. And release. 5, 4, 3, 2. Towel goes behind the back. Good. Elbows bend, extend. Elbows bend and extend, okay? So that's what the upper body's up to. Hamstring curl. Bring your heels into your seat as the elbows bend and extend. Now remember, we don't want any spaghetti towels. We want that towel to be pulled apart strongly as my heel drives even slower to my seat, right and left. But the shoulders aren't doing the shrug, right? This is why we did that at the top. I wanted to kind of get that feeling of plugging in the shoulders. Good news is you'll get another opportunity to do it. So if you're really confused, slow yourself down and finish this in 2 and 1. Okay, drop off the towel, move the shoulders around. You're gonna need everything again, but right now you're in rest. So sip of water if you'd like it. I know I need it. We're gonna do those things again. Ankle weights stay on. This time, see if you can get into more of a hinge. So my feet maybe are a little closer together. I'm gonna hinge at my waist. Here we go. Pull in front, pull behind, pull in front. I stay in the hinge, pull in front, right? From the side, my upper body is parallel to the ground. Chin is tucked towards the chest. Again, my focal point is creating a small triangle between my toes and in front of my toes. Breathe wherever you can. Ideally, you're breathing as you're pulling in towards you here. Yeah, nice, Mary, that looks good. Finishing in 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the towel in front of the heart, step the feet together. Left leg, pulse and release. I'll show this to you from the side. Lift, pulse and release. Just the left leg. Lift, pulse and release. It's deceivingly challenging because you're going to want to dump into the side that you're balancing. So I lift, I pulse, and I release. Woo! Hello, quad on that moving leg. No spaghetti towel. You're literally pulling it apart. So if you've got a big old resistance band and your arms are wide, that's okay too. Switch your sides. Lift, pulse, and release. Lift, pulse, and release. Lift, pulse. How high can you lift the heel of the moving leg? For me, that's my right leg right now. Lift, pulse. When we have to lift from the hip joint, it's a longer lever, it's harder work. So if you're struggling with this, the first variation of this was a knee lift, kick and release. That could be a way to do it. And you're just doing a little pulse with the towel. Yeah. Lift, pulse, and release. 3, 2, slide the towel behind the hips. Good. Elbows bend and pull, switch. Pull. I'm going to show you from the back because look at my towel. I'm pulling it apart. It's really hard. So if your arms are like really dying here, mine are, right? Because I'm feeling it. Take little breaks. Elbows bend. Shoulders keep that same length from ear to top. So slow, connect. And some of us might have really light ankle weights on. Some of us might have really heavy ones on. So just work to your best ability. Don't worry about me or your neighbor here. Finish out this in 2, and that is time. Okay, so in your next section, which is our core section, you will need your towel. Personally, you don't need your ankle weights. So if you want to keep them on, you can. I'm going to take mine off. They will, of course, be reintroduced in the next block. So if you're like, I don't know, do I want to keep them on? Keep them on because you'll need them again. So, okay, this is a standing core series today with the towel. You're in recovery for about another half minute. Here's what we're doing. Feet nice and wide apart. We have a squat, rotation to a hip, okay? So I'm gonna squat down, rotate and drop. Okay, I'll show it to you again. Squat down, rotate and drop. Just to the right. Squat down, rotate and drop. I actually work a lot of my side in that instance. We're gonna go together. Timer starts in 2 and 1, just to the right. Squat down, rotate and drop into the hip. Restart. Squat down, rotate and drop. Restart. Squat down, rotate and drop. Showing this to you from the side. Reaching 45 degrees up, rotating over to that hip joint, returning. Reach, rotate, and return. What do you think the next set will be? Other side. I'm not trying to make it super challenging to remember. These combinations are coordination related, but they're not impossible to get the body to get used to. Switch your sides. Squat down, rotate left, return. Squat down, rotate left, return. Rotate left. If it feels difficult to rotate in a squat, that's the purpose. It's not supposed to be easy. Keep pulling the towel apart. Reach, rotate, return. Return to the center. Reach, rotate, hip, return. Reach, rotate, hip, return. Next up, we've got a moving side bend. So we're gonna keep the towel, place it, your feet together, towel goes overhead. Squeeze my seat. I'm gonna lean over to the right and then lean over to the left. Take a look at my towel here. It stays pulled apart. I'm gonna show this to you just kneeling so you can see what's going on with my upper body. I'm not letting the towel get loose. And I'm not rotating, I'm only leaning. Now, if this feels good and you wanna do it kneeling, you could. This is actually a little bit easier because I don't have to worry about rotating through the remainder of my body. So your call. You may get more range of motion standing, which is nice. I feel my sides pretty tremendously. Last one here, and last thing in the standing series. I'm gonna roll down, reach for the toes. I'm still pulling the towel apart. I roll up, reach to the sky. Roll down, reach for the toes. Tuck your chin and roll yourself up. Reach for the sky. Showing this to you from the side. Roll down, reach for the toes. Watch those shoulders. Roll up, press to the sky. Roll down, reach for the toes. Tuck your chin and roll yourself up. Reach for the sky. That's the end of your first round. It's a lot. It's a lot on the shoulders today. So if it's really bugging you, forget the towel. Just do the arms. I'm sweating, you know, it's called working out for a reason, friends. So we're in our recovery for about 15 more seconds. Go slower, that's gonna make this harder. Okay, so we're gonna rotate over to the left side first. My feet are about shoulder width apart. Here we go. I squat down, I reach, I rotate and I pocket. Squat down, reach, rotate and pocket. Squat down and reach, rotate and pocket. And I can kind of push the hip into it. Squat down, reach, rotate and pocket. So before I even start to stand, I'm going into that torso rotation, working that T-spine. Here's the breath work. And rotate. Good. 3, 2, switch your sides. Same arm work. We're just going to the other side. Reach, rotate, and rise. Reach, rotate, rise. Are you still tucking your seat in the squat? Inhale down, exhale to rise. Pull that arm back, squeeze the back of the body. Inhale down, neck is neutral, rotate and rise. I'll show this to you head on to finish it out. Reach, rotate, feet stay planted, toes and knees point forward. It's almost over. You can do anything for 3, 2, 1. Standing roll. So feet together, arms reach up, round down, toes, tuck your chin, pull that towel up, and reach for the sky. Showing this to you from the side. Round my spine, roll down. Maybe I try to touch the ground. Roll myself up, bring that towel all the way along the front of my body. Roll down. Working that spine, flexion and extension. Really healthy movement. You could make it harder by going slower. If you're using weights, just know to keep those elbows soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last bit, feet together, lean to one side, back through center. If you need to take a little rest, you could. Then you come up again, you lean to the opposite side, no rotation. So just making sure, right? We can test it. Glutes are squeezed, ribs are drawn in, arms reach up. I'm gonna lean away from the screen, back through the center, maybe tap the top of the shoulder here, or the collarbone, and lean. Working really hard not to rotate. Squeeze everything through the middle. Good, you've got time to do one more side bend. Let's go to the left. Finishing out core work in 2 and 1. Okay, so put your ankle weights back on. Should the spirit move you? I'm gonna put mine on. And actually, I'm gonna keep my ankle weights on for the remainder of the workout today. So if you wanna use them for cardio, that might be fun. Might be a fun way to spice up your heart rate stuff. But I, of course, would weigh on the side of caution. Maybe the first round of everything, you just do body weight. Maybe the second round, you spice it up. So we're still in recovery for another 20 seconds. Our next challenge is going to be strength. This one is a slow lateral lunge, drive the toe in, and balance curtsy, okay? We're just gonna do one side, then we'll do the opposite side. That's where we start, and then we'll need the towel for the last 2 movements. Timer starts in 2 and 1, let's hit it. Big lateral lunge out to one side. Slow drag into stand all the way up. Squeeze the seat. Drive that foot back. Balance into the curtsy. Rise up. Less is more. Big old step. Slow, I'm dragging my toe in. I come back, basically from the side. I'm trying to find that balance in a single leg squat. Rise to stand, do the other thing, yes? lateral lunge, slide it in. Find that little curtsy hover and rise. Switch your sides, let's go to the left. Big lateral lunge, toe drag in. Find your balance on the right foot as you slide the left toes backward. Squeeze to rise. Lateral lunge, slow toe drag in. This is our strength section. Find that single leg squat. Squeeze to rise. We're just over halfway there. Drop into that single leg balance. Rise. Out to the side. You got time for this last one at least. Finish it out in 5, 4, 3, 2. Grab your towel. You're going to need it. Okay, so we're going to find a split stance position. I'm going to take my right foot forward, left foot back. Towel's going to go right in front of my shin. Then from here, pull the towel apart. Wide grip pull. Reach. Wide pull. Overhead reach. My back toes are down, but my back heel is lifted. Pull and reach. Now, in the very beginning, I had us do this towel pull. You're literally doing that in this lunged, runner's lunge position. Now, next time I'm going to add something in. So just get used to this right now. Baby steps and switch your feet. Good. Same thing with the arms. Wide row, overhead reach. So much lat, so much back body today. That's why the towel is a very unique piece. I'm constantly pulling the towel apart to engage the middle of my back between my shoulder blades. Okay, you're still going. I know I came up here. Pull. Take a little more time under your tension. So see if you can straighten that back leg out. Your toes and knees are pointing forward. Back leg is straight. Back glute is on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we've done everything in the strength section. Block number 4. We're moving into our second round of this block. So we're starting at the top, and that's going to be the lateral lunge. Slow toe drag in, balance curtsy, okay? If you wanted to make this harder, place the hands behind the head the whole time and keep them there. We're gonna go to the left side start. So start on a side where you have enough room. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Big toe drag all the way in, curtsy, and rise. Lateral lunge. Toe drag in, just showing this to you from the side. I'm finding most of my balance in the heel of that right foot. Big lateral lunge, drag the toe in, and then big curtsy back, right? I don't have optimal spacing here. It's just, that's facts. I'm doing what I can with the room I have. So if you need to move around a little bit to make that work, good, right? You're making it work, that counts. Switch your sides. We're a little over time. I went for an extra one there. All the way out to the right. Drag it in. So you feel inner thighs and find that single leg curtsy balance. In the curtsy balance, I'm trying to get my toe beyond the hip of the balancing leg. Big lateral lunge, drag it in, and single leg balance. Now on that, take a look at my knee. My knee's not coming way in front of my toe. I'm keeping it back. Finish here. You've got 5, 4, 3. Grab your towel. Once you've got it, right foot forward, left foot back. Showing this to you from the side. Every time my arms move, my leg lifts and back. So it's going to be a row and a reach. Row and a reach. Showing this to you head on. Pull and reach. I don't know about you, but I immediately feel a lot more in the leg of my standing foot. row, and reach. Good, 5 more seconds, finish this side out. 3, 2, 1, switch your feet. Left foot forward, right toes back, right heel off the ground. Row, single leg balance. Warrior 3, single leg balance. Doesn't mean you have to lock this knee in the front. See if you get a little bit more lift. I'm actually pointing my back toes, and I'm not going to be picky about what you're doing with them. Nice to just kind of feel that energy moving through the toes. You've got time for just a few more of these. Showing this to you, head on to finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so like I mentioned, you may want to keep your ankle weights on. Let's see, you do not need your towel. All you need is you. So we've got about 45 seconds to rest. Any questions, pop into the chat. One more block of work to learn and do again. So we got 6 minutes of work time remaining. We're back to cardio. So this first piece of cardio is on the floor. If you have sensitivity in the wrists, you could do this standing, where you give me 2 front kicks and 2 cross punches. Otherwise, what the exercise on the floor is 2 crab kicks, 2 cross reach. That's effort 1. So again, if you're not on the hands today, you'll stand, you'll do 2 cross punches, 2 front kicks, okay? All right, you're welcome for this, this old school jam by, I believe it's Lindsay Lohan, but I might be wrong. No, it's Ashley Simpson. So, okay. Are we ready? Say yes. Last block. On the floor we go. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's kick, kick, rotate, rotate. Do it again. Kick, kick, rotate, rotate, kick. Adjust the hands. I have to adjust my hands every time. So just use every section of the hand. You're not just on the heel. You're spreading out into the fingers, clawing your flooring. Just a few more seconds here. We're going to stand it up for the next activity. 2 hip circles, or a hip circle in the sumo with fast feedback. It's fun. 3, 2, and 1. Rise to stand. You're going to give me a big hip circle out to a side. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hip circle out to the side. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hip circle out. Shuffle back through the center. Hip circle out. Shuffle back through the center. Hip circle out. You're going to end up facing in different ways. That's okay. Hip circle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hip circle. Shuffle back through the center. Hip circle. Shuffle back through the center. Hip circle. Shuffle back through the center. Hip circle. Shuffle back. Oh, went the wrong way with my shuffle because she's not perfect. Hip circle. Shuffle back. Hip circle. Finish it. Time. Okay, boxer shuffle here. Open arm. Alligator clap. If you're winded, feet stay planted, arms open and close, arms clap up and down. Right? Or I could do it this way. Split the difference. A lot of arms today. You got it. This is the arms. Almost there. One thing left to do. 3, 2, plant the feet. Pivot elbow, pivot elbow, pivot elbow. Your elbow coming up, across the nose, across the nose. Pivot. You got it. This is your last 20 seconds of your first block of the 5th first set of the 5th block of work. Word salad, right? 9 seconds. Think about the power you're getting from the hip. Finishing in 3, 2, done. Now in this next opportunity, our final opportunity, I'll invite you to push a little bit more in that section, okay? Hands to the screens. Last set, last 3 minutes. We're starting on the floor. 2 crab kicks, sounds like food, and then 2 cross rotation twists. Timer starts in 3, 2, final 3 minutes. 1, 2, rotate, rotate. Added bonus, if you can alternate your lead, leg, and hand. Personally, I'm just trying to get the work done, but if you're at that level of awareness and ability, then I say add in that awareness around what leg, what arm do you start on. Shoulders are packed, finishing out our crab kick and twist in 2 and 1, rise to stand. Big semicircle, drop into that sumo, shuffle across. Big semicircle, shuffle back. Big semicircle, open up that hip, return through the center. Big semicircle, drop in, return through the center as much as you want. Drop in, return. Big semicircle, open out. Return through center. Big semicircle, open out. I have to say it out loud because it's difficult to remember. It's mind-body connectivity. I'm here to keep your brain on. It's good for you. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, find your boxer shuffle. Open and close. I'm moving from my shoulders here. Team, we've got less than 90 seconds left. Oh, breathe in. One more activity, and how we're gonna make it harder is to drop in deeper to that pivot, almost like you're doing like a split lunge in 4, 3, 2, plant your feet nice and wide apart. I'm dropping in, I'm pivoting. Use your breath. If you can't hear your breath, I want you to start. I want you to start pushing the air out of the body. We are done in 20 seconds. The rest of the day is yours to do with it what you want. Finish this out as strongly as you began with me today. Count down in 10. That's it. Finish line in 6, 5, 4. Keep that elbow plugged in. 2, or shoulder plugged in. And that is time. Take your ankle weights off. Move the track to the final track, the Yaysayer track. If you're already there, great. If you're not, make it there. And we're going to meet each other on the mat. So come on down to mat town. Once you're on the mat, bring yourself into a kneeling position. Kneeling position here, take the right hand towards the floor, maybe the outside of the hip. Left arm is going to reach up and over. Bring out that left wrist. Good. Left hand comes to the ear. Drop into the hips and rotate. Try to get the elbow to connect to the knee. So showing this to you from the side here. I open out. I twist through. I open out. I twist through. Return through the center. Switch your sides. Reaching over to the other. Bring out the wrist of the right. Then place the right hand behind the ear. Drop into the hips. Rotate to that left thigh. Open out. I've got my left hand to help me. Round in. Sit back. Rise up and open out. Last one on the right. Return through center. Good, showing this to you from the side. Right foot's gonna step forward. Fingertips come to the floor. Shift the weight back and curl the toes. Shift the weight forward and open the right side. Come back to the floor. Shift your way back. Shift your way forward and lift. Last one on the right side. Shift your way back. Shift your way forward and open out. Good, switch your sides. So on the knee of the right, just trying to find a different vantage point for you guys. Shift the weight back, rise up, and open out to the left. Do it again. Shift your way back. Nice little hamstring stretch. Back through center and open out. We've got one more rep. Back, forward, and twist. Good. Come on down to your seat. Once you're in a seated position, cross the ankles, take the arms, give yourself a nice hug. Tuck your chin and round your spine in towards your thighs and your calves. Tuck your chin in deeply. Wiggle those fingers closer and closer to the center and rise your way up. Open the arms and switch the elbow that's on top. Give yourself a nice little hug. Lift your chest, dome your back, and tuck your chin. Really tuck the chin like you're trying to get it to touch your collarbones. And then rise back up, open the arms out. Keep the left leg underneath, take the right leg, stack it on top, flex your feet. Sit tall here. Some of us may be able to hinge forward, some of us just might be here. So if this feels good, flex the feet and fold into the legs. Last stretch, we'll just do the other side and we'll call it a day. So lift back up, physically remove that top leg, make it now your bottom leg. Take the new top leg and flex the feet. Knee and heel are stacking like two fire logs. Lift the chest and fold your way forward. Breathe in. Lean forward a little more if that feels accessible. Exhale out. Return through center. Slide the legs behind you. Rise your way to stand. That's all we wrote for the day. Questions, stick around. This workout is recorded and will be uploaded onto my Patreon by, I would say, 5 p.m. today at the latest, maybe 6 p.m. if I don't get around to it between clients. So look for it if you're a Patreon. Otherwise, it won't be on my, it won't be on my YouTube and for probably another, I would say, 4 to 6 months. So if you liked it, great. If not, let me know why, and I will continue to be better. All right. Au revoir, everybody. Woo, woo. You're